We're live, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, great. So we're going to reconvene into open session from closed session, and City Attorney Quinn Barrow has an announcement.
Thank you, Mayor. Pursuant to the Brown Act, the City Council went into closed session at the 5:30 session. There was no reportable action taken.
Okay, thank you. So we're going to adjourn. Do I have to make the announcement? Yeah. So adjourn. And we'll now welcome you to the City Council regular meeting for Tuesday, October 15th at 6 p.m. So we're going to have the honor of the pledge to the flag being led by Nancy Franklin and Taylor Franklin.
Shock. Come on.
Relation?
Maybe. You want the picture?
I have no idea. All right, place your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, just like throughout the year, we interview our students who lead the pledge. We're going to interview Nancy and Taylor. So, Mrs. Franklin, what do you do to keep yourself busy now that you're retired?
Open the door, let you out, and then think about letting you back in.
Don't I look so sad in the Ring doorbell, when, outside the door? Let me in?
No.
And Taylor Franklin, why don't you give us an update on what you're doing?
So I am working at a hotel. I work at the Westin LAX. Just got back from there. We're busy as ever, so lots of fun.
Tell them where you started.
Oh, I started at the West Drift. So I was there for 4 years, very local, but I had to branch out. Oh.
You get a promotion.
Yes, that always helps.
And there is one more Franklin in North Carolina. Jimmy, he's there with his family, his wife Christy, and our 3 grandkids, Macy, Caroline, and Liam. And they just returned, Jimmy and his wife just returned from helping hurricane victims in North Carolina. So if you could send your prayers to them there in North Carolina, it's quite a bit of devastation. So as always, we have a certificate of recognition.
What if I don't want to be recognized as your wife?
The jig is up. The City Council of the City of Manhattan Beach, on behalf of my colleagues, does hereby recognize Nancy Franklin, also known as Flambe. Yes. And what does Flambe stand for?
First Lady of Manhattan Beach Extraordinaire.
For about 10 more minutes. So if you'll take that with our deepest appreciation, the same thing for you, Taylor Franklin. And would you come over to the middle here and our colleagues?
Wait, what about the city pins?
Oh, well, city pins. Come on, Mayor Pro Tem. Yeah.
You have yours? Okay. Mr. Mayor, they're the best.
They're pinned. Okay.
You want to step down with the regular people?
Oh, my God. Okay, yeah, we'll put yours, okay, we'll do that.
My block name, you good?
No, I'm good, I guess I'm good.
I'll go read it. There. Ready?
Thank you so much.
Jeannie?
Yeah, look at that.
No, whatever you're working on. Whatever Jean wants.
This isn't the Price is Right.
It's Vanna White.
Thank you. Little kiss.
Oh. It's going to cost you. You have to ask.
Well, thank you. Thank you all for your indulgence. Appreciate that. At this time, we'd also like to acknowledge veterans that might be here today. If you served in the military, reserve, any branch, if you would please stand and be acknowledged and recognized. Great. Thank you very much. And so can we have a roll call, please?
Councilmember Lesser?
Here.
Councilmember Napolitano?
Here.
Councilmember Montgomery?
I'm here.
Mayor Pro Tem Haworth?
Present?
Mayor Franklin?
Here. Thank you. So moving on to item D, ceremonial calendar. We have none. Item number E, approval of the agenda and waiver of full reading of ordinances. So we have a motion to accept that from Mayor Pro Tem Haworth and seconded by Councilmember Lesser. Vote.
Motion passes 5-0.
Okay, great. Item number F. Letter F, City Council and Community Organization announcements of upcoming events, 1 minute per person. If you could come down, if you're going to be lining up. Oh, where did you come from?
Where's the sledgehammer?
I almost brought it today, but figured I'd bring the trophy. So, Mayor and Council, my name is David Ibarra, Recreation Supervisor, and I'd like to invite the community to our world-famous pumpkin races this Sunday. This is the prize. This is what we all want and strive to get. Many of you tried and many of you failed. There's always coming back next year. So if you have no
Ballad of
clue what a
truth.
pumpkin race is, I encourage you to come down. It's free of charge to watch. If you choose to make a pumpkin racer, you can purchase the official kit here in City Hall, other vendors, downtown Manhattan, and also South Bay Hardware. It's an event. There's something for everyone. It's a lot of fun. Last year, I believe we raced about 700 plus pumpkins. I am the head referee. I'm making sure that everybody is legal and straight. If not, they do get the mallet of justice. If you have no clue what that is, just Google Gallagher and watermelon, and that's what I use. So that is our pumpkin races, and of course, that is after the Friendship Walk that starts at 9:30 that day. So I invite you all to come out, 34 years in running. Second, the following weekend, Team No Sleep, we have our world famous, it's famous to me, a Halloween carnival at Manhattan Heights Park. It's family fun. This is put on by the after-school programs of the Rec and Teen Center. We have a haunted house. It is a pirate ship this year. It is family-friendly, especially on the wallet, $20, and you get access to all these amazing things, carnival games that are made, snow cone, face painting, cookie decorating, Halloween arts and crafts, and a cupcake walk. There is a costume contest, so come decked out. There is prizes for all. So I encourage you to come down. Been doing it now for 36 years.
Great.
Any questions for me?
You have a former student right here with Taylor Franklin.
Well, good to see you. Maybe I'll see you on Sunday. Doesn't pay to be a cheater. So see you on Sunday.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor, Mayor Pro Tem, council members, colleagues, and community members. My name is Amanda McLennan, and I'm the Emergency Preparedness Administrator for Manhattan Beach, working in the fire department under Chief Lang. And I'm here to talk about the world-famous shakeout and emergency preparedness. So this is a great time of year to get your families, your friends, your colleagues prepared for emergencies. Get your critical contact lists set up and updated. Get your to-go bags and your earthquake supplies all set up. A great place to go is ready.gov. Ready.gov, you can get a lot of information there. I also encourage everybody to download an early warning app. Whatever one you choose, the MyShake app is a great app, so you can look at that. There are others out there as well. So on Thursday, October 17th at 10:17 a.m., it's the Great Shakeout in the city of Manhattan Beach. We will be practicing the drill of drop, cover, and hold on, and we encourage all of you to do that too. Have a little bit of fun with your families, take some photos, but practice, practice, practice. It helps you remember. Some of the facilities will be closed for approximately 30 minutes. we're going to take advantage of this day and evacuate and get used to that and assembly outside and make sure we're all okay. So again, encourage you to do that at your homes and your work. For a little bit of extra info, you can also sign up for the Great Shakeout and participate. So you can go to greatshakeout.org/California. So have some fun, but get prepared. Thank you.
Great, thank you.
It's a very positive crowd tonight.
Right.
When is the,
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to, do we applaud Bobby? Yeah.
WM?
Did you want to go, man?
WM.
Honorable Mayor, Mayor Pro Tem, City Council members, city officials, Mr. Lee, my name is Bobby Bell. I am the WM Waste Management Education Recycling Coordinator. Just wanted to announce this coming Saturday, October 19th at Maricosta High School. We will be running our final paper shred event for the year from 9 to 11. All Manhattan Beach residents are welcome to come in, and business owners can come in, bring 3 banker boxes full of paper only to be safely and securely shredded on site, and we will recycle it. That's all I got. Wishing you guys all a blessed evening.
Great, thank you, Bobby. We got you.
I'll get used to it.
Hi, Carol Patterson, Manhattan Beach Boulevard, Manhattan Beach. You've heard this announcement a couple weeks ago, but this past weekend, the show A Piece of My Heart opened at Manhattan Beach Community Church. It is modestly I say, as the producer of the show, it is very moving. I now have seen it probably 35 times, and I still like it every single day that we work on it. It is the story of 26 women who served in Vietnam to very little recognition. And we are proud to be performing this Friday, Saturday at 8 and 2 o'clock on Sunday, and special veterans performance. Everybody can come, but veterans are free on Veterans Day weekend, Sunday at 2. I've got flyers if you want them.
Thank you, Carol.
Hi. Honorable Mayor, members of the council, my name is Jean Fratello from Manhattan Beach News, and I just wanted to remind everyone that we're having we're having a candidates forum for the city council candidates on Thursday, October 17th. It's co-sponsored by Manhattan Beach News, the Manhattan Beach Chamber of Commerce, and the South Bay League of Women Voters. So it's going to be at 7 o'clock in the small theater at Maricosta, which is not the huge auditorium, but the new theater where the little plays are done. And people will be able to submit questions that are going to be filtered by the League of Women Voters. They'll be the moderators. But we're going to have all 6 candidates there, and we hope to see all of you there as well. Thank you.
Good evening, Mayor and members of the City Council and community and everyone else here. My name is Brittany Coker-Moen. I'm the new Environmental Programs Administrator in the Community Development Department. I don't have an event to announce to you this evening, but I am happy to announce that our Community Choice Aggregation, Clean Power Alliance, also known as CPA, as well as SoCal Edison, SCE, have come out with their annual joint rate comparison. So as you can see on the screen here, in comparison the comparable rates, they are still lower than SoCal Edison's rates. Even when we compare their green rates to CPA's green rates, our CPA is still keeping those lower for us. And as you can also see in the surcharges row, that the CPA customers are also getting a refund for having left SCE's generation service. These rates displayed also just reflect a single point in time bill comparison as of June 2024. And as any single point in time comparison, these will fluctuate and change throughout the year. All of the joint CPA and SCE customers also received this comparison via mail as of September as well. Thank you. Any questions?
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. Have a good
Welcome
evening.
here.
Thank you.
Good evening, City Council. My name is Larry Zimbalist. I'm a 19-year Manhattan Beach resident. I have 2 children in the high school right now. And right now, my other job is to be the chairman for the committee to repair Manhattan Beach Schools Measure RLS. Yes on RLS. Can I say a show of hands who is for Measure RLS? Excellent. We get a lot of support in this room.
I know your hands are up there.
Well, we have a lot of support, including, I want to thank City Council. All members of City Councils are endorsers and supporters, so I want to thank you each. Thank you, Mayor Franklin. Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem Howarth, and congratulations. Thank you, Council members Montgomery, Napolitano, and Lesser. I do want to say a few words. The facilities bond is a facilities bond to take care of aged schools in Manhattan Beach, some upwards of 70 years old. In this, we're looking to fix problems such as old roofs, electrical problems, and I'm running quickly out of time. I do want to say it doesn't raise taxes, and please support and vote yes on Measure RLS. Thank you.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor, members of the City Council.
Eric just wants applause, yeah.
Public Works. It's a great night to be here. I'm Eric Lee, your Public Works Director. Wanted to provide you a brief update on our Parking Lot 3 demolition project. Pending some final contractual issues, we're looking to get mobilized later this week. And then the real demolition activities will start hopefully by the end of next week. I want to let everyone know that 12th Street between Morningside and Crest is going to be closed starting by the end of next week once we start those demolition activities in earnest. The demolition noise will be loud and impactful. The contractor has 40 days to complete the job. Construction hours are generally going to be on weekdays between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. And that's an expansion of our normal construction hours in order to get this project done as soon as possible. As it relates to parking in the downtown area, staff's identified opportunities for 90 additional parking spaces. 12 of those are created already. The other 78 will be installed by early November. And parking meters will follow once those spaces are created. And then want to make sure the public's aware we have a pre-demolition meeting tomorrow that is open to the public. It's going to be held at 420 15th Street, which is essentially the Civic Center Plaza outside of the Police Fire Building, 9 a.m. City staff's going to be there. The contractor will be there. We notified all property owners within 150 feet of the site. We've also been in close contact with the Downtown Business and Professional Association and letting them know what we're doing and make sure their members are aware if they want to attend that meeting as well. And that's all I have. Thank you.
David Ibarra, if you could bring your mallet and help with the demolition of Lot 3, that would be appreciated.
Well, people could take a shot with the mallet to
Yeah.
raise money for
See?
something. There you go.
Sledgehammer.
Yeah.
I like it. Good evening, Manhattan Beach. My name is Captain James Falls. I'm also Vice President of Manhattan Beach Firefighters Association. I'm here to thank council, city staff, and most importantly, the community for coming out this last Sunday and supporting our second annual pancake breakfast. It was a great event. Not only raises funds that go right back into the community to support local needs and charities, but also a great opportunity to interact with our community without having to dial 911 for an emergency. So it was a great time had by all. I'd also like to thank Fire Chief Lang and the command staff for the collaborative event, and looking forward to next year. We'll start planning.
Thanks, James.
Thank you.
Great, thank you. All right, anybody else?
Police are coming
PD?
down.
Wait.
They may have pancakes, but
Did
we've
I
got
do?
Halloween. Good evening, Honorable Mayor and members of the City Council. Christian Eichenlaub on behalf of Chief Johnson and the members of the Police Department. We're here to invite everybody to our annual Halloween trunk or treat a week from this Thursday. From 5 to 8 p.m. in the back PD lot on Valley Drive, we'll be holding our event again where we open the backs of our trunks and fire vehicles as well. We decorate them with Halloween decorations. It's a fun event. We look forward to this every year. Kids come dressed in costumes. Sometimes adults come dressed in costumes.
which is fine. We just ask that you don't come dressed in a prisoner jumpsuit because it's at the police department. We pass out candy. I can't tell everybody what the candy is, but I have it on good authority. It's good candy. It's not seized candy because it's government candy. So,
Yeah.
But please join us. And then I guess we're selling tacos as well. So come join us for that. I've got one more announcement.
Only in California.
In honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we will be finishing up by the end of this month with our pink patch sales. We've got coins, we've got magnets, we have men's t-shirt sizes left, no women's. And the proceeds this year benefit a homicide detective from Englewood who's battling breast cancer. So you can contact Officer Brello and buy your swag because we still have some left. So thank you.
Good job.
Great.
Who's this guy?
Well, good evening. I'm Russ Lesser, and I'm a representative of the Manhattan Beach 10K Run Committee. And I want to thank the city, the paramedics, the police department, the public works department, and all the other support for making this probably the best race we've ever had. We had a record set for the first time someone broke 30 minutes. We also had the most amount of registrations ever, over 4,400. Very successful, no problems, and the race is in its 47th year now. And since we're an all-volunteer organization supported by the city, in those 47 years, we've been able to donate in excess of $800,000 back to the community, the city, the schools, and scholarships for kids because of your support. We're the only race ranked as one of the top 100 races in the country that does not have a sponsor because we won't put Budweiser on our T-shirts. So thank you very much for your support. Everybody in the city was fantastic. Thank you.
No bet for you.
Okay, anybody else? Colleagues? Anything?
Mr. Mayor, I do have a community announcement.
Yeah.
So good evening, Mayor and council members, Assistant City Clerk Martha Alvarez. We just wanted to provide a couple of updates regarding the November 5th elections. So some key dates is October 3rd, the LA County Elections Office began mailing vote-by-mail ballots and drop boxes open. October 21st, last day to register online to receive a vote-by-mail ballot. October 26th, vote centers will open throughout LA County for voting in person. That's an 11-day vote center. November 2nd, vote centers in Manhattan Beach will open for in-person voting 4-day centers. And then, of course, November 5th is our election day. Vote by mail. Every registered voter in LA County will be mailed a ballot for the general election starting October 3rd. Ballot drop boxes in Manhattan Beach will be open from October 3rd through November 5th, open 24 hours. One of our locations is Manhattan Beach Arts Center at 1560 Manhattan Beach Boulevard. And the other location is Manhattan Beach Library, North Entrance, 1320 Highland Avenue. Next is vote in person. Our 4-day vote centers in Manhattan Beach is November 2nd through November 5th. We have the times and days for the locations. One of them is Marine Avenue Park, 1625 Marine Avenue, Neptunian Women's Club, 920 Highland Avenue, and Cornerstone Christian Fellowship, 300 North Redondo Avenue. And we do have the 2 QR codes. One of them is the manhattanbeach.gov elections page, and then the lavote.gov for more information regarding elections. Thank you.
Great, thank you. And where else can they find the information? Well, we got online here, so at these 2 websites and or the QR codes?
Yes.
Do we have the QR codes like printed and anything up here for?
I know, but we will have them at the front desk with our receptionist as well.
All right, great, thank you. I've been asked to talk about the Vet Fest. I'll wait for. So the Vet Fest is conducted by the
Rotary Club.
Rotary Club. You want to?
No, you're doing a good job, Mayor. Keep going.
Okay. So as you can see, it's Saturday, the 9th of November, from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. in the parking lot at 1440 Rosecrans Avenue in Manhattan Beach. Vet Fest is a day to recognize, honor, and pay tribute to veterans, first responders, and active military. There will be barbecue, pizza, drinks, kids zone, and music by 2 local and legendary bands, Joe's Band, no relation, and the Pine Mountain Logs. Pine Mountain Logs, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Proceeds from the event will be given to organizations who support veterans and first responders. I've heard on good authority that the pinups for vets will be there in a booth, and they'll be selling their 2025 calendar that features Manhattan Beach. So this is their 19th edition, and all the models are military veterans. So it's quite a great organization, and all the proceeds go to putting in equipment at veterans hospitals and visits to veterans hospitals.
Is that Nancy approved?
Nancy is approved. She's met the whole team, right? Everything is included when you purchase your ticket. It's free for veterans, first responders, and active military. $50 general admission, $35 for spouses. You can, it says scan the QR code, but I think there's some of these around.
There's enough.
So you can scan.
Yes.
And thank you very much for that. And with that, with no more community announcements, we...
Make it any longer, Jeff. This stalling. Can't stall anymore.
No, it's public comments. We still have public.
Yeah,
that's
we got
different.
public comments.
Okay.
Item number G, public comments. Please limit your comments to 3 minutes, and you may speak if, well, there's really nothing much left in the agenda, so. So if anybody wants to make public comments, they can come on down, and so we can just rotate through.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, welcome.
Okay. Good evening, Mayor Franklin, Mayor Pro Tem Haworth, City Council, and staff. My name is Tara Shivpuri. I'm a lifelong resident of Manhattan Beach, and I have attended MBUSD schools for the past 10 years. I'm currently in 8th grade, and I was elected to serve as the MBMS Board Representative. I also served on the 2024 Facilities Master Planning Committee for our middle school. First and foremost, I want to thank you, our Manhattan Beach City Council members, past and present, for taking the time to understand the potential impact of Measure RLS. As part of the process, our community identified the most critical repairs and updates. Many structures on MBUSD campuses are over 70 years old. At Manhattan Beach Middle School, we recognized that the students and staff could benefit from a new 2-story building with modernized classrooms, expanded parking, and additional shade structures, just to name a few. Some of the needs identified are not necessarily visible, such as aging rooftops, aging air conditioning units, and aging portable classrooms. Finally, I want to talk a little bit about my experience as a student who was able to take advantage of the newest updates and repairs at MBMS. I want to highlight the new music building at MBMS. I'm in choir, and the new music rooms have revolutionized the musical instruction our teachers are able to provide. The choir room's tall ceilings provide beautiful acoustics, and the practice rooms allow for small group rehearsal. Our award-winning music programs are reaching new heights. Let's not underestimate the benefits of a state-of-the-art learning environment for all departments and programs. I appreciate the investments in our school facilities, past, present, and future. Thank you so much. Although I'm not old enough to vote, you can. Please support our students and future generations of Manhattan Beach. Vote yes on RLS on or before November 5th.
Thank you.
Follow that.
I think she's going to be sitting on this side of the podium one day.
Dream bigger.
Good evening, Council. My name is Madeline Kaplan. Tonight's always a special night with the mayoral transition. And I just want to say to Mayor Franklin, thank you for your service as mayor, and your energy and enthusiasm for constituent concerns is much appreciated, and you served our city well. And to the incoming mayor, Haworth, there is just something so comfortable and reassuring having you back in the mayor's seat.
Thank you.
And it is simply because you do it so well. And you do it so well because you prepare with thoughtful research. You engage collaboratively with constituents. You consider opposing viewpoints. You treat people with dignity and respect. and you solve problems because you're effective. You could really do this job in your sleep. And I'm looking forward to a lot of pink visually on the dais, but also effective, smart leadership, continuing from all the folks before you. So congratulations, and thank you, Mayor Franklin.
Thank you, Madeline.
Martha Andriani, resident of the downtown. With all of those accolades, you're under pressure. I'm here to ask for something that the residents of Manhattan Beach cannot handle on their own, so we need City Council support on this. To state it as succinctly and kindly as possible, I believe the action taken by the Planning Commission on October the 9th relative to the expansion of service and hours on the second floor of the Esperanza restaurant at 309 Manhattan Beach Boulevard was poorly thought through. And sometimes I think it wasn't thought through at all. Ignored by the Planning Commission were staff recommendations for sound attenuation, closing the second floor outdoor dining at 10 p.m. and closing the first floor dining at midnight. They didn't look at parking issues either, especially in light of closing parking lot 3. Their discussion and decision also ignored the work in progress by staff and the outdoor dining task force. The Planning Commission took their own action to increase dining options, and they took this action after closing public comments. Please review the Commission October 9th, 2024 decision pursuant to Manhattan Beach Municipal Code 10-100-020A. Your governance and watchful eye on the downtown really does impact the character and quality of life throughout the city. Thank you for your service and important action on this item.
Thank you.
My name is Fred Taylor, 48-year resident of Manhattan Beach. I feel a little bit like I'm at the filming of America's Funniest Public Comments tonight. Lively crowd. I want to speak tonight first to thank each and every council member for your investment of time, resources, and effort to bless our city. We don't see the countless hours behind the dais that you put in each and every week. And I must say that I have voted for 2 of you in this election. You can figure out who you are. Tonight, I want to especially thank Mayor Joe for his service to the city. If there were a poster boy in Manhattan Beach, Joe would be at the top of the list. From Pollywog summer concerts to wine tasting, beach cleanup, and pier lighting, Joe is always there. His pictures of community involvement dominate my Facebook feed. Recently, as Mayor Joe started the 10K race, he disposed of the gun and ran the race himself. But why all the activities? I believe that Mayor Joe truly loves where he lives. He's not looking for another political office. He's fulfilled by serving the city that he loves and lives in. Thank you, Joe, for bringing comity and grace to our city council meetings. Thank you for standing strong in the face of some radical ideologies in the wake of George Floyd. Thank you for supporting our police. Thank you for calling out the corrupted policies of George Gascon and leading the resolution against him. And thank you for being out front on both e-bike enforcement and education. Your common sense leadership is much appreciated.
Thank you, Fred. Nancy, did you hear that? Frame it.
I'm Christine Daviduke, and I think this is the first time I've
actually ever done this, so this is fun. So the peaceful transfer of power is the hallmark of our democracy, and isn't it just a beautiful thing? I'd like to extend my appreciation to the outgoing Mayor Joe Franklin. You were part of a group that got this community through some very rough times, and for that, we should all be very grateful. To the incoming mayor, Amy Howarth, I want to share that the numbers 2, 3, and 5 hold significant importance. 22, as in 2022, 3, 5, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, and our beloved 3252. Go LAFC. Looking forward to celebrating you tonight and supporting you, your fellow council members, and our town for the year to come. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was a reference to Los Angeles Football Club, LAFC, so 3252. Now you know.
Hi, council members and everybody else here. I'm Brent Enright from the 600 block of 33rd Street in the north end of the tree section. 26 hours ago, I didn't intend to come up here at all, but at about 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon, our power went off. And no notice of anything, if you will, until uniquely about an hour and a half later, I get a text from Frontier Communications, they're my Wi-Fi provider, that the power is off and it will be put back on, turned back on within about an 8-hour period. And I thought, why is my Wi-Fi provider texting me from about the power? Where's Edison, if you will? So it in fact ended up being a little less than 8 hours. I didn't clock it exactly, but you know, I assumed that it would be much shorter than that, et cetera, but never heard anything, if you will. And they were on. I step back and say, Frontier said, "Oh, we'll update you in the near future." I didn't know what that meant, and they never updated anything at all. So, you know, we were literally without any kind of power, including security and things like that, for all that period of time. And I mention it specifically because I've lived there 23 of my 5 years, and this happened twice when I think Chevron was doing something, but that knocked it out for long periods of time. 2 different times, and this was 6 years ago, but the 2 different times were within about a month's period of time. So I just think that our provider, our electrical provider, ought to give us some sort of input, and so that at least we could make some accommodation for and know what it is that even happened. Anyway, my input. Thank you.
Thank you.
Know what to do.
That wasn't very powerful.
Hi, my name is Heather Kim, and I just want to say a few words of gratitude to Mayor Franklin. I actually only met him about 4 years ago, and yet I feel like I've known him my entire life because he's always made himself available to everybody. His personal cell phone number is out there on a bunch of door hangers right now, and he has always answered every question. He has tried to solve every problem, and he's been just such an amazing human being, and he's been an amazing mayor. He's brought our community together. I have friends on both sides of the aisle who say nothing but wonderful things about you, and you are truly a unifier of this town, especially when there was a very divisive period before. And so I appreciate all that you have done, and Mayor Pro Tem, you have some big shoes that you have to get into or something like that. I don't know. I don't know how that saying goes, but something like that. I also just wanted to say one little story about my mom's birthday was on August 29th, and I took her to dinner, to lunch at the Strand House with my sister. And I know he is so busy, and yet he took the time to come down because my mom gets super starstruck. And I said, hey, do you want to meet the mayor? She's all like, what? And so even during his very busy day, he actually ran down and met my mom. And I have some really adorable pictures and video. And she's just like, I can't believe I'm meeting the mayor of Manhattan Beach. So you have really been just, I can't even put into words. I'm not a very eloquent speaker. I don't have anything prepared. I just want to say, Joe, that you are truly like such a gem in this town. And I know that you're going to be a council member again. And you have definitely earned my vote and the vote of countless others here. I don't see a single person here who would not vote for you after the job you have done, not only these past 9 months, but for the past 2 years. So I just appreciate you, love you, and thank you so much, Joe Franklin.
Thank you, Heather.
Hi. Hi. My name is Lucia La Rosa Ames, and I'm a resident of Manhattan Beach and a board member of MB Safe. And I wrote this while I was waiting. So as a board member of MB Safe, I want to express my sincerest thank you to Joe Franklin. He has been always clear to me that you love this city, you take your role seriously, and you have sacrificed a lot in service of this community. And you do what you believe is right and always protect this city and make it better. And to do this, you must attend council meetings, committee meetings, hearings, public meetings, liaison meetings, and public events. And it's a lot of time. And surely none of you do it for the money. This disposition toward service also is reflected in your partnership with the community organizations, including MB Safe. We are continually inspired by the dedication and generosity of donors and volunteers like you. Over the years after years, you have dedicated your early morning walks to identify encampments, meet individuals who experience homelessness, to break a conversation, offer services, or connect them to us, or to the city liaison. You have shown to Manhattan Beach, Manhattan Beach is not a place like others, and that we can actually get along, make hard decisions, and enjoy each other. And together we can build a stronger foundation of support and compassion. You show us that we share many common values and we can come together for the common good. I can only hope we will continue to benefit of your wisdom and your experience. I also want to welcome Amy Oworth as new mayor. As I say in the past, you have a compassionate heart. And you care for the poor and the needy. And I want to thank you personally for your support for MB Safe. And I think only Nancy is missing, but this council, all the members of this city council, it's your legacy, the anti-camping ordinance, keeping local control in addressing homelessness, rejecting the plan of the LA County and creating your own task force. It's your legacy. It's gonna last forever. And so I'm sure that you will continue cooperation, collaboration, civility, and making good decisions with you and me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mayor Franklin. Hi. Hi, Dad.
Yeah.
I feel like we were just up here, inaugurating you into this and standing right across from you. But I just want to take this opportunity to thank you. I mean, just running your campaign has just been the most amazing thing. I don't think I've ever been as involved in the community as I am now. We've had a lot of fun. Your love for the city really, really shines. I am so I'm trying not to cry, I'm sorry. I am just so thankful that, you know, the city got to see you as I see you. You're the most amazing dad anyone can ask for. You support everybody and everything, and I'm just very, very thankful that everybody got to see what I see every day. Yeah, it's just been such an incredible ride, and I'm just very, very thankful. So thank you for all you do. We love you.
Good job, Eric.
Where are my kids?
We're zooming in. We're zooming in.
Well, that was my bad for signing up to go after her. That was
My true story.
no. Hello, Mayor Franklin, Mayor Pro Tem Haworth, and council members Napolitano, Lesser, and Montgomery. I just wanted to come up here and congratulate Mayor Pro Tem for stepping into the new role. I'm excited for what's to come. It's going to be exciting, and you're such a measured hand in our community that I know will be well led. And then I also wanted to thank you, Mayor Franklin. You've been an amazing ambassador to our city, and I think whenever I look at somebody and I look at how their family shows up, how you show up for the community at all the events, it's really inspiring. And, you know, I know it's sometimes thankless work, and I definitely see the work that you're putting in there for our community, and I thank you for that. You've actually made it look so fun that now I want to run for council. Thank you.
Your name?
What
was your name? Excuse me, what was your name?
Oh, I didn't even introduce myself. I'm sorry. I'm Nina Tarnay.
There you go.
Good evening. Steve Sherrillian, President. Honorable Mayor, thank you for your service and navigating us through a lot of important issues from homelessness, the budget, and public safety support during your last 9 months as mayor, and congratulations on your term. On deck, Madam Mayor Haworth, an early congratulations. I am wearing a little pink on my shirt, but probably not enough, not as much as Nina. Looking forward to your leadership during next year's budget. One item to talk about on consent, page 67 of your packet. This is the first opportunity, had a chance to look at the financials. So take a look at that sales tax number year over year for August. It's down about $285,000 August to August, and maybe take a look and see if there's any big impacts from downtown and parking structure. But thank you.
Man, this could be a little.
Hello, I'm Sally Peel. I know all of you on City Council, and I'm so grateful I made it in time to be able to share a few words with you that I have been thinking about during campaign season and during this evening, where we have a change of our mayor in our city, and as I watch things happening on a national stage as well. What I want to say to those of you on City Council, those that serve on the school board, and those that are candidates for these positions right now is this. Public service is often a tough and demanding path. The decisions made can be unpopular, and the negative feedback you receive can feel overwhelming. Yet the work is essential and it must be done. So who will do it? It takes a strong, dedicated individual with a heart for service, and someone who is intelligent and makes decisions. As President Theodore Roosevelt said, the best prize that life has to offer is the chance to work hard at work worth doing. All of you who are candidates and those of you who are sitting public servants, you have the heart to do this, and you care deeply about our community and about the people in our community, even when it isn't easy or popular. Thank you for being the kind of people who do this important work, and thank you for serving all of us.
Thank you.
And thank you, Sally, for your prior service on our school board.
Mr. Mayor,
Mayor Pro Tem, members of council. I'm going to take after my WM guy, evidently Mr. Lee. Mayor Franklin, I've known you for a lot of years, and just echoing the words, done fantastic here on council, supporting residents. You and I got a lot involved in the e-bike issue. For those of us who remember when they started, it was absolute disaster and chaos here downtown. Nobody was wearing a helmet, running through stop signs. Now, at least, most people have a helmet. Believe it or not, on Crest there at 11th, I see kids and they actually stop in an alley at a stop sign. But from where we were several years ago to where we are today is completely different. We've got a long way to go. There are some rogue e-bikers out there, there are some rogue e-bikers out there. I think anytime you've asked, we've always tried to support, provide for this, but the radical change in our community, particularly downtown because it's so congested, on e-bikes, it's been a huge issue. And we sat here with a lot of things. I think I had an e-bike going the wrong way at night, no lights. Well, we were stopped, hit the side of our car. This is right in the middle of COVID or right shortly thereafter. And I think that guy had a helmet on, thank God. But anyway, thank you for your leadership. I appreciate it. I can just echo everything else Nancy Taylor. This is like, I'm not going to cry, but he's done. Yeah, okay. It's okay. And then Mayor Pro Tem Haworth, looking forward to your mayorship, finding collaboration, finding common ground, continuing to support. You have been a huge support, I know, for DBPA and for Jill, continuing that and working on that. As a downtown resident, I do echo some of Martha's concerns. I have had the opportunity, Mr. Cressman is here, VP Operations, Esperanza owner, I know Mr. Newman's here. I've had the opportunity to talk with them and to work with them. I think there is some common ground. I was surprised at Planning Commission, but Class Act, I know that if I sent them a text message at any point, he would do something and change it and fix it. I do have concerns about the process with Planning Commission and what they did and just how it all happened was weird. But anyway, that's for a different day. That's not for tonight. I'll listen on the informational item. Tonight's about you. Thank you very much, and early congratulations.
And thank you, Jim. Anybody else? Public comments? Please don't stop. Nancy, you don't want a second shot? Okay. All right. So seeing none, we're going to ask about online.
We have Evan Chuck.
Okay.
Let's see. Good evening, City Council. I'm Evan Chuck. I'm a 28-year resident of Manhattan Beach. I want to extend a big thank you to Mayor Joe Franklin for his servant leadership in representing all of us in the community, particularly those of us who live in the northern parts of Manhattan Beach, both younger and older, really all of the residents of the El Cordo and North Manhattan Beach area. We particularly thank him for his efforts to stop short-term rentals in what was supposed to be a luxury getaway pad for, quote, divorcee dads, unquote, quote unquote, known as Hyros. The residents here are forever grateful for your tireless work and support. Joe is a stand-up guy who is authentic, and we hope to see him continue his service on the council. So he will be getting my family's votes and a lot of my friends' votes too. Job well done, Joe. Thank you so much. Thank you for your authenticity.
Thank you, Evan.
There's no additional request on Zoom.
No other? Okay, so we'll close public comments. And we're going to go to item H, which is reorganization.
No, it's not what you think. Right? You see that? You see? It would be inappropriate for you to preside over your own recognition.
I know, yes.
So, let's see. Okay. It is on, right? Yeah. It's on. Okay, I promise you it's not what you think. So, Mayor Franklin, I have a plaque for you, which is very nice, for your exemplary service. But I wanted to echo what a bunch of people said about how you made this look fun. I mean, you were having fun. because you actually love the community and you bring great joy to what you do. It's also a little intimidating following you because of how early you get up in the morning and how much you are out in the community and how you really don't turn down a ribbon cutting or a meeting. But I've been talking to your wife before the meeting, and and she said, Amy, anytime you need a backup, please call him because I'm going to need him out of the house. So will you be, I hope you'll be there along with the incoming Mayor Pro Tem if we should be elected. I have something for you because before you became mayor, a bunch of your colleagues would make the joke, it's not my first rodeo. You know, you have Steve, who's been on council 6 times, Richard 4 times. This is David in my 3rd term. So we'd always say, not my first rodeo. And you became mayor. We said, good luck. And you're like, no, I got this. Now, what you need to know before you open this, unlike the rest of us who tout, all the terms on council, it's not our first rodeo, this guy's actually performed in a real rodeo. So, okay? But, so first, this is for you before I give you the plaque. You should open it. Yeah, you should.
Is it a lasso?
No, don't get excited. And it's the colors of your car, sort of, you know, a little bit.
Oh, look at that. My first rodeo.
Truly, Joe, you've done a great job. So, but we're not done. Stay up here. But here, we'll take this away. This is what moms do. We facilitate. All right, if I could have Councilmember Lesser.
I see it's tag team here.
We're a team. Oh, you need that.
Tough acts to follow, right? So I have the honor of presenting you with a plaque, which I think, a certificate that has gotten buried under all the other certificates. So rather than spend time looking through the certificates for your certificate, Joe, I just want to thank you for your service as mayor and in the way that you've done so. We've all heard the comments about how Joe has been out in the community. He shows up. He does so with enthusiasm and loves this community. It's infectious. But beyond that, how you've led our proceedings here with civility, seeking to find consensus, has truly helped our community. Joe's the one who actually brought these flowers that we're all wearing in honor of our incoming mayor, Amy Howarth. I think small cities like this that have work to do can stand to benefit from watching our example. We don't always agree. We try to find an agreement. If we can't, we take a vote and we move forward. You will help facilitate that. And I want to thank you, and I've really enjoyed serving with you.
Thank you so much.
So I get words of appreciation. All right. I got nothing to give you. Well, you know what? Hold on. Let me see here. Where is it? Where's the one from Gascon? Anyway, it's just a joke. It's just a joke. But no, I'm gonna touch in the 30 seconds that I gave thought to this. I really want to touch upon what David just said, though, because it's very true, especially with all the candidates here tonight. I read something last week, the week before, one of the e-blogs on someone being upset that the Manhattan Beach City Council, they vote 5-0 all the time. And first of all, that's not true. But because these are all huge type A personalities, and trust me, there's nothing going to hold anyone back from voting with their conscience. But what you miss along the way in making that statement, if you just read the result, you're missing the process. And that process that has taken root here for some time and continued with Joe setting the example is being able to work together up here at the dais and make compromise that word that I can't count, but we're just going to say the four-letter words they say in Washington is compromise. Here, this is what we do. We try and work things out. If we work it out, you get a 5-0 vote maybe. If you don't, you get a 3-2, you get a 4-1, whatever it is, whatever anyone wants to stand on that. And they give their reasons for it, and it's great and it's valid. But Joe always looked for the answer. He looked for solutions. He worked for something that we could all get together on, as we all do. And I think that's the example that you set for everybody, that everybody sets here. And I hope that the incoming folks do that as well. But, you know, the joy and everything, it should be fun. This should be funny. If you see us up here having fun, it's because we genuinely do have fun together. We like each other. Even when we disagree, we're not disagreeable with each other. And that's what makes us a team here, makes us a family. Families don't always get along. They don't always agree. But at the end of the day, things get moved forward. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to move things forward for you. So, Joe, thank you for all you've done to make that happen. Congratulations on a fantastic job as mayor. And, of course, to the incoming. Oh, I'm not off yet.
Yeah, that was a long
Shot of Duncan there. Thank you. Those who wonder the inside scoop, what happens on mayoral transition night, staff gives you a play-by-play script. And mine actually says the words, like Steve, words of appreciation. That's the entire script. But here's the fun thing about it tonight, Joe, the good thing. 5 of 6 candidates are in this room. It's one rare time you're ever going to see 5 candidates in person, ever, at a city council meeting. So knowing that, and I think former president school board, Sally Peel, said it right. Most of this job, 99% of it is thankless. It's the 1% you never see. And tonight you see the 1%. Here's the best thing. Joe's adjective tonight, someone said you are the poster boy for the city, that you love where you live, right? Those are the 2 best things you're talking about. You wonder, you see Joe at 5 in the morning, 7 in the morning, 10 o'clock, and at 10 o'clock at night. And it could be A, because you're retired, or B, because you actually love what you do. And that's what we're seeing. Yes, Nancy, he's yours after tonight again. But more importantly, we talk about what has Joe done on his term. Every mayor usually has one crisis, sometimes more than that. Joe had inherited and took it and became the king of the e-bikes. And Jim Burton talked about it. He was everywhere, right, Jim? Helmets, no helmets. The video you made with the Maricosta students about wearing a helmet. What happens if you don't wear a helmet? That was a great piece of it. There's a lot more to it than that. That's what Joe's known for. And while I was downtown, yes, seeing our police officers there in uniform, downtown, Joe was the one that made everybody not only wear helmets, but there's a penalty that goes along with it. There's a consequence now. The old days, nothing would happen. But thanks to PD and Joe pushing after it, that became real. And then Hermosa Beach, mayor's right there. There's Team Francois. He knows that that kind of attitude, enforcement spread throughout the South Bay. It can't go from one city by itself. So it's spread throughout. Now we're all on the same team. That's what it's about here. So my best words of appreciation is thank you for what you've done, Joe, what you continue to do. And we're glad we're all friends and moving forward. And to Steve's point, we rarely all vote 5-0. I'm the guy that gets a 4-1 vote against me. So I know what it's like, but it's a good collegial vote. And we stopped partisan politics here. Divisive to 2022. We're not going backwards, folks. We're going the other way around. So it starts here, ends here. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you so much.
And I do know there's some other dignitaries here in the audience. If you'd like to come down who have commendations or comments, if you come up here, I'll share the microphone. I see Dean Francois. I see people from Hermosa. Come on down. Here you go.
Thanks. What a love fest going on here tonight. What's going on here? Is there really an election going on here?
This is actually Dean Franklin.
Well, those newspapers do get our names mixed up, but I mean, I don't know. We share a lot, right? I mean, the 2 cities are so closely linked in so many ways. I mean, it's great as mayor to be here, and this is Rob Seaman, our Mayor Pro Tem, who came down as well. He'll have some comments as well. Thanks, Rob. But just to, you know, congratulate you and show our appreciation for all of this. there's been a lot of, we've run into each other a lot. And we always joke, what are you doing in my city? What are you doing in my city? And it goes on and on and on. And it's really, it's a tremendous bonding. I mean, from the peer-to-peer swimming race results to the paddleboard races. And then they got us to try to play volleyball at the 6-man. So 2 mayors on a, you're right, sure.
We're on the record, we play.
I guess so. We're going to continue that, right, Joe? Okay. So, but it's really a wonderful thing, and it shows the bonding that the 2 cities have more than anything else in the South Bay. We just share so many things, and it's truly amazing. It's what a great job you've done. Obviously, you heard from this big love fest. You've heard it all. What else can I say other than, you know, it's great to serve with you. It's been a pleasure running into you constantly and just being all of that. And you know, good luck for all that. And of course, good luck to our new incoming mayor, Amy Haworth. And you know, it'd be great to serve with her with the future things we have going on. And then we'll transition out, and Rob will be the mayor next. We overlap, and it's just it's a great thing. And you know, we've got this. I guess I can pull these. They're right on top here. Certificate of recognition. The Honorable Joseph Franklin.
I'll take it.
Certificate of recognition for the manner in which he has carried out his duties as mayor of Manhattan Beach. Mayor Franklin has completed his term as mayor of the city of Manhattan Beach from January 2, 24 to October 13, 24. He's represented his city and council with integrity and honor. Now, therefore, I, Dean Francois, mayor of the city of Hermosa Beach, on behalf of the entire city council, do hereby tender this certificate of recognition, the Honorable Joseph Franklin, with our sincerest thanks and appreciation for his distinguished service. Beautiful. There we are. Oh, we got enough. Oh, well, here you go, Rob. Come on over.
Yeah.
There we are.
How
Sure.
you doing, Rob? Can you get a word in edgewise?
Ah, he's going to speak next.
Nancy, I need a wall. I need a wall in the house.
That sounds like a negotiation. Yeah.
So we also have, we have another certificate of recognition to the Honorable Amy Thomas Haworth. Amy Haworth will be installed as mayor of the city of Manhattan Beach on October 15, 24. That's today.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, coincidence.
Amazing. Thank you, Gene.
So, whereas Amy Haworth will serve as mayor of the city of Manhattan Beach from October 13, 24 to August 3rd, 20. The wrong dates here. That's all right. Don't worry about it. City of Hermosa, well, you know, the 5s and 3s look alike. Okay, that's what it is. Cities of Hermosa and Manhattan have a history of partnership and commitment to working together for our shared interest. Now, therefore, I, Dean Francois, mayor of the city of Hermosa Beach, on behalf of the entire city council, do hereby tender this certificate of recognition to congratulate the Honorable Amy Thomas Haworth and her installation as mayor of the city of Manhattan Beach, and wish her the best.
Thank you so much.
Beautiful. Okay, here we go. Thanks. There we go. Come on over here, Rob.
All right.
Okay, there we
Okay,
go.
I can hold it in
There we
between
go.
you guys.
Beautiful. Okay.
They won't see the typo. Excellent. Over to Jeff. Okay, excellent. Thank you.
Thank you so much, you two. That's great. And I'll turn this mic over here to Rob. He might have a few words to say. There you go.
Thank you, Mayor. It's really a great honor to be here tonight. You know, when we do our mayor rotation in Hermosa Beach, there's always at least a couple of you guys that show up for ours. And that's really heartening to see them right down there in the front row watching our proceedings. So it's an honor to be here to do it for you guys. However, for us in Hermosa, it's a little more difficult because we have to kind of sneak across the border to get into Manhattan Beach. And tonight, of course, I rode in the back of a truck till I got to Manhattan Beach Boulevard, and then I got out and I was okay from there. So, but now that I'm here, I want to say it's really an honor to be here.
It's okay, PD.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, I should have thought of that. Yeah, okay. But at any rate, now that I'm here, I want to say that it's an honor to be here. I love seeing all you people here tonight. And, you know, there's this atmosphere that you guys have in the room here that we don't seem to have that much in Hermosa Beach. I'd like to have that, see that change, and I'm wondering, how do you guys do this? It's really amazing. These people really love you, and you guys seem to love each other, and you're really doing a wonderful job. Do you give out, like, gift certificates to everybody that shows up? Is that how you do it? Or cookies in the hall? Anyway, it's great to be here. Thank you so much. I want to say congratulations to you, Joe, and to you, Amy. I will be becoming mayor in Hermosa Beach in a few months, and Amy, I'd like to talk to you about how it went and all that, if you would, okay? So, but I do appreciate all of you, and I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And Jesselyn? Okay, thanks, guys. Thank you, Hermosa. We'll see you at yours. Here we go.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. I'm Jesselyn Waldron with LA County Supervisor Holly Mitchell's office, the 2nd District. Congratulations, Mayor Franklin, on behalf of Supervisor Mitchell. I know I have a commendation in here among, oh, there's my beautiful county ones. They're always the prettiest. They really are. So that's for you on behalf of Supervisor Mitchell. Just a few things. It's been so great getting to know you. You've been one of the few elected in the beach cities to come to Supervisor Mitchell's Racial Justice Learning Exchange. So I appreciate your open-mindedness and curiosity to work with our office. I apologize. I held you up for a few extra seconds at the polar plunge. I know you're always going to hold that over my head, that you all were cold and eager to get in the water. But most recently, I wanted to share a moment with everybody that I got to share with Mayor Franklin that Day of the Beach with P.S. I Love You. I showed up to check it out, you know, take some photo ops and have fun. This guy showed up in his board shorts. So we did our photo ops, and he's like, are we done? Can we get in the water with the kids now? And he was so eager to mentor. And I, like, hung out and watched and took some really sweet photos. And you were not there just for the photo ops. You were there to welcome foster children to the beach and show them how to handle the waves and how to be safe in the ocean. And that spoke volumes to your character as mayor, and it's clear how everybody in this community adores you. So thank you to your service from LA County. You're welcome. Okay. Oh, and also a nod, Mayor Pro Tem Howarth. I'm so sorry, I forgot to wear pink. I'll wear pink next year. And you're one of 3 women in 4 city councils I represent for the 2nd District. So we got you. We're excited to work with you and call us anytime. Oh, and thanks for taking my call last minute tonight too. Thank you.
And I don't think I see any other dignitaries from other governmental agencies. Is that correct? That's correct. I deem it so. So if my colleagues could seat, we want to hear some comments from our outgoing beloved mayor, Mr. Franklin. Putting this down. Going over there.
I'm going to put this. That is great. I'm gonna put this back.
Got a Sharpie going through the knot.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you all so very much. So thank you, everyone, for expressing such kind words about my time as mayor. And as an added bonus, my wife was in chambers to hear them. And they're being recorded, too, so for posterity. Thank you, Nancy and Taylor. And Jimmy, our son, and the grandkids for supporting me while I was in service to our city. I am lucky and thankful to have your love and support. It's been a great honor to represent the city we all love as its mayor. I've met and spoken with so many people these past 9 months, and their eyes just opened wide when they learned I was the mayor. And then I just wonder, I've been a city councilman for 3 years. I mean, you introduce yourself as a city councilman and they go, huh? But man, when you're the mayor, it's like, all right, that's the mayor. So I just felt like I was a schlub just being a city council member. So we owe so much to those mayors and residents who came before us, who worked to make Manhattan Beach the special place it is today. We're further grateful to the city staff who work here to make it all happen. They perform above par on normal days and can kick it up a notch when unforeseen events happen, as we've recently seen with Lot 3. So thank you all. And a special thank you to all of our employees for doing such a great job. I've been invited to many special events with our service organizations, schools, city programs, places of faith, and have met nothing but kind, generous, caring, and welcoming people. Thank you to all of you. You are the very fabric and soul of our city. I look at the public comments podium and realize it completes the circle with the 5 of us here on council. It's an important part. I appreciate all of you who have spoken there, taking the time to come to council meetings and share your thoughts and experience, which are great help and perspective as we solve the challenges we face. You are greatly appreciated. To my colleagues who also stepped in as mayors many times, I appreciate that you voted to let me grace the dais and that you were generous. With your help and advice. So Amy, I hand over to you a city which you have led several times, and I can believe it doesn't get old. So good luck, and I think we're all in for a lot of pink these next 10 months. Thank you all very much.
You got to preside.
Okay. So, welcome to the city council meeting. Wait, where are we?
No, you're on, you are here.
Oh, okay, yes.
See,
We've already done that. Okay, so we're on item letter B, selection of Mayor Haworth. City council needs to make a motion and vote.
So moved, Your Honor. Montgomery.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Councilmember Montgomery and seconded by David Lesser. So can we have a vote, please?
Do I need to abstain? It feels like a conflict of interest.
No, right? No.
Yeah.
Motion passes 5-0.
Good job.
There we go.
Thank you so much, Council. This?
There we go.
Or this? For one night only. I mean, I don't want to overdo it. Thank you.
Right, don't overdo it.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I truly appreciate the vote of confidence from my colleagues. And wow, the comments from all of you tonight regarding Councilmember Franklin, myself, somebody says a thankless job, and I've really never felt that way. People have always been kind and gracious, and so I just want to say how much that means. And I was moved by what you said. You could show up someplace as a council member. I was like, oh, okay, you show up as mayor. Oh, the mayor. And there's no difference, right? When we take, it's like T-ball, everybody gets a trophy. All of us get to take a turn being mayor, right? And what we really do is lead the meeting, and we speak last, right? But then we have the responsibility of showing up truly at all those things. And as I said, Joe, you are a hard act to follow. I don't like to get up that early, so I will do my best to live up to it. So again, thank you to all who are here. There's, I think there's family member watching, from far away. But first, before I go on, I would like to make a special shout out to all the former mayors who are in the audience. And could you all stand up, please? Linda, you got to stand up. Thank you. It means a lot. I appreciate you all being here.
Should we identify them?
Yeah, we can identify them. Mitch Ward.
Yes.
Wayne Powell. Russ Lesser. Bob Holmes. And Linda Wilson. And of course, my husband, Mark. Look up, babe. Look up from the phone. You probably deserve the most gratitude for me for being mostly fine, being Mr. Amy Haworth. I wish my sons Ari and Jack were here, but they're grown up now and in Brooklyn. If they were here, I'd thank them for eating waffles for dinner all those nights that I was on school board and city council. Our families do really, I think, maybe they miss us, but we miss them for all the things we have to do, so I thank you for all of that. I also want to give a huge shout out to all our city employees who are here in the back of the room, our police and our fire and all the staff and employees at City Hall, and especially the city clerk's office, who, I don't know if you know, there's an election coming up. And they've been working for months on preparing the residents and preparing the systems, and I really am grateful for all of that. We have the best people working here, trying their best to do great things for all of us. And together, I feel like the council and the employees really share a common goal, which is public service, which is serving you, right? It's we're here for you. And we all know there's an election. We've all talked about this election coming up on November 5th, and I love seeing the candidates here. Campaigning is very hard, and I want to thank all of the candidates for stepping up and putting yourselves out there, right? It's not easy. We should all be grateful for them for doing that and for their dedication to Manhattan Beach. Let's give them a round. And I'm actually, truth be told, and my husband will vouch for this, I'm very, very jealous of them because there's no greater privilege, frankly, than campaigning, right? It allows you to meet and listen to people that you would not otherwise talk to. You're out there knocking on doors at the hometown fair with your hats and your bags, but it really connects you on a deeper level to the community. Campaigns create a lot of conversations, and they bring up issues, and all of us are the better for it. So good luck to all of you, and enjoy this. It is a privilege, and it's joyful. And you know you're going to have big shoes to fill. When Councilmembers Montgomery and Napolitano leave with 60 years of combined service between them, that's a lot of experience walking out our doors. And you both make it look easy and fun. I am so lucky with David, Councilmember Mayor Pro Tem almost, Lesser, to have served 2 times with both of them, actually 3 times with you. And hopefully I've learned a thing or 2 from you. If I could cue Steve to, I didn't learn how to do a short speech. That's what you're thinking, I know. So, see? But I know this. People were talking about Joe, and rightly so. I know that we all share this love for public service, and I will miss you both tremendously. I don't have a grand agenda as being mayor, specific things I want to accomplish, because it's not about me. As I said, it's about you. I simply promise to do my best and take my turn as mayor seriously. Not myself seriously, but my role as mayor seriously. So whether you voted for me or not, I am here for all of you. And whether up on a dais or all of you in City Hall, we're here, we're working for you, we're here for you. So thank you very much for the honor and the opportunity to serve as your mayor. Thank you.
done yet.
Wait, we're not done. We're not done. We're not done. That's very kind, thank you. There's not much holding us between us and the cookies, but just a few more things. Now we get to select a mayor pro tem. Who will make a motion? Councilmember Franklin he tried. Councilmember Montgomery, what's your motion?
To actually see what happened?
Councilmember Franklin, what's your motion?
I'll move that we select a new mayor pro tem.
And who would that be?
That would be David Lesser.
What an idea. Okay, call for the question.
Your Honor?
What? Oh.
I'll second that if he doesn't have a speech.
That's not okay. You may have experience. You don't get to decide that. A friendly amendment is not accepted.
I'll accept the friendly amendment.
Oh. No, it's a joke, right? Okay, so we have a motion. Motion passes 5-0. Okay, before you make your comments, I want to announce that sometimes at this meeting we make new city council assignments, but since we have an election coming up, I think we'll wait till January 7th to make new assignments.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Thank you for your service. All right, Mayor Pro Tem.
Short speech. Call me Ishmael. I was born. I just want the community to know what a privilege it is to serve. To be part of this community in government was something I never dreamed of. This is where I proposed to my wife. I mean, we all have these stories that we could tell about how special this community is. This is a challenging time to be a public servant. But in our community, what I see, what all of us see, is there's a desire of all of our residents to find consensus, to get along. And I'm pleased to serve under our new mayor and with this group here, and I know all the candidates, whoever is elected, to continue to represent our community. With that, I simply would say thank you. Thank you for this privilege. Thank you for my colleagues. I look forward to serving our community. And one little bit of inside information is I had the privilege of serving 2 prior terms with our now mayor, Amy Howarth. And each time I was ahead of her, and she was the mayor pro tem for me. And now this time, I get to be your mayor pro tem. So I hope I can measure up to your standards.
Thank you
in
so much,
serving the
David.
community we all love. Thank you all.
Thank you. Very nice. Councilmember Montgomery.
I want to remind Mayor Hobart now that she's officially installed that you'll be getting calls from Brad Pitt, Matt Damon, George Clooney asking to endorse their candidate for president. So I'm forwarding them your number.
Please do. I don't know. I don't care who it is. Please do. Okay. Let's see. Before we recess to the cookies, we'll recess to the cookies, but if the former mayors would join us down here for a photo, I'd be very grateful. But the rest of you may not wait. Let me call a recess, and we'll reconvene in 15 minutes or so. Pink gavel. I don't know if you guys noticed, pink gavel. All right. All right.
We're live, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. All right, we're going to convene the Capital Improvements Corporate Meeting. So President Franklin, can you please ask the Secretary of the Board for roll call? Am I doing this? What? I skipped the I'm already messing up. Okay, so we reconvened. Thank you.
No applause for that?
I know.
Oh, my God.
Thank you.
You get 3.
That's kind. All right.
Exactly. This is the real meeting. Okay.
I know, we're not, okay, all right. I apologize. So now we have the consent calendar, so I need a motion.
Okay.
You don't have vote cast.
Holy moly, where's everything?
So, Madam City Clerk, we have a motion,
To approve the consent calendar?
and Joe Franklin seconded it. Seconded.
Motion passes 5-0.
Excellent. Okay, now let me find all my papers here. Okay, so now, I'm missing a page of my agenda.
Good.
Thank you, sir. Okay, at this time, we will recess the City Council meeting to a meeting of the Manhattan Beach Capital Improvements Corporation. I now call this meeting to order. Roll call.
Thank you. Sorry. Board Member Montgomery,
Yes.
Board Member Napolitano,
Yes.
Board Member Lesser,
Yes.
Vice President Haworth,
Yes.
and President Franklin.
Yes. Ooh, President Franklin.
Okay. I guess you're still. yeah,
Calling for public comments for the Capital Improvements Corporation agenda at this time. Any comments in chambers? Seeing none, online?
No request on Zoom.
Okay, so we'll close public comments. So I want to introduce Interim Chief Financial Officer Onyx Jones, who will present the staff report.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor, council members. I should say good evening, Honorable Mayor Haworth and council members. My name is Onyx Jones, and I'm the Interim Finance Director. The Manhattan Beach Capital Improvement Corporation was formed in 1966 to facilitate the issuance of debt. The bylaws of the corporation state that the president and the vice president of the corporation must be elected from the members of City Council. Typically, the current mayor serves as the president and the mayor pro tem serving as the vice president. With the change of mayor and mayor pro tem, staff recommends that the Capital Improvement Corporation Board of Directors elect a new president and a new vice president. Thank you.
Great. So do I have a motion?
You do, Your Honor.
And vote to
I made
nominate?
a motion to name Mayor Haworth as the president and Mayor Pro Tem Lesser as vice president
Excellent.
of the Capital Corporation.
So we have a motion
Call for the question.
and a vote.
Motion passes 5-0.
Excellent.
Thank you. Thank you, Councilmember Franklin. So now at this time, I ask my fellow board of directors to elect a new vice president. So I'll make a motion. What?
I made the motion, Your Honor, to one step, but I'll restate it to name Mayor Pro Tem Lesser as the vice president of the corporation.
Thank you. I'm rusty. Okay, call for the question. Well, we already voted, but now okay. Oh, man. Motion passed. Congratulations.
Thank you for the confidence.
Okay, so,
One heartbeat away.
okay. So, at this time, I will adjourn the Capital Improvements Corporation meeting and reconvene the regular city council meeting. And at this point, we are on letter P, correct? City council requests and reports.
Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
It's not required, but upon speaking with council, I want to make a statement that I was invited privately to attend the inauguration of the President of Mexico, and I attended. No taxpayer money was used at all, and I enjoyed it, represented the city, and glad I'm back.
Thank you for representing us. Any other AB 1234 reports? Okay, item number 8, consideration of a request by Councilmember Napolitano and Mayor Franklin to place on a future agenda discussion of requiring cable companies to remove old cable service wires.
I'll be the third,
Okay.
if that's all you're seeking is a third vote. Is that right?
Yes.
Mr. City Attorney, is that sufficient at this time? All right, so item Q, future agenda items. Do any of my colleagues have any item they want to put on a future agenda?
Your Honor, I have one.
Okay.
I spoke to Councilmember Franklin about this earlier, to look at the idea, instead of trying to compete with cities with cash up front, to recruit or retain police officers, that we look at providing medical supplements when they retire, as long as they have 10 years of minimum service with the city of Manhattan Beach. Just to look at it, that's all I'm saying.
So we have 2 votes to bring that forward, it
Yes.
sounds like. Thank you.
I'll second that.
All right, seconded by Councilmember Franklin. Are there any other items for the future? Okay. Okay, city manager report.
Thank you, Mayor Haworth. I don't have anything to report at this time, but I did want to take this opportunity to thank Mayor Franklin for his last 9.5 months of service and to welcome you, Mayor Haworth, and you, Mayor Pro Tem Lesser, to your new roles. Thank you for your service as well.
Much appreciated. You said you weren't gone yet, so just hold on. Okay.
Exactly.
Right? Okay. City attorney.
Ditto.
Well played.
It was so hard.
Okay. Informational items. There's really nothing there's to report there. Mr. City Attorney, was there anything to report out of closed session?
Nothing tonight.
Okay, so with that, I would like to adjourn this meeting. Wait, I have it. I am adjourning this meeting to the regular scheduled closed session on Thursday, October 24th at 12 p.m.